Now, in this session, we learn about the functions and its applications. It is a part 2 of functions. And this program is the example for call by value. So here two function is there in this program, two function. So the first function is main function, the second one is swap function. So we declare two variable a, b. So it is an integer variable. So it allocate 2 bytes for that variables. Each variable has 2 bytes. That is a, b. If we assign 54, that is it is a memory location, that is 2 bytes. This is also 2 bytes. For example, that address is 200 201. B address is 300 301. Just we give display a, b value. That is a value is 54, b value is 54. It display like a equal to 54, b equal to 65. Then it called the swap function. This is a function call with arguments, because within a parenthesis it has two variables, so two arguments. It called by value. The function called by value. So a, b values transfer to x, y respectively. So the a value is transferred to x, b value is transferred to y. What is the value of x, y is x is 54, y is 65. That is a is transferred to x, b is transferred to y. So x is 54, y is 65. So it is a third variable. It is a one of the variable. Z is a one of the variable. It is an integer variable. It also has 2 bytes. Here we assign the value of x into z, then value of y into x, then value of z into y. Just we swap the value. So after the 3 expression, the x value is assigned to y value is assigned to x value. That is swapping. So we cannot directly swap the value with using two variable. So we can do some expression and all thing, but easy way is we are using third variable. By third variable we can swap the value. This is the easy way. Another one way is that is by using arithmetic expression we can swap the value. But here we in the third variable, by using third variable, x value transfer to y, y value transfer to x. So the printf. So what is the value of x, y? Because here we swap the value before the three statements. What is the x, y value? That is 54 65. After that it display as 65 54. Now value of x is 65, value of y is 54. Then the control is transferred to main function. Then it display print function. So that print function display what is the a value, b value, x location, y location. That is a value is transferred to x, b value transferred to y. Value of x is 54, y is 65. By using third variable z, we assign x value to z, then we assign y value to x, then we assign z value to y. So that is it is interchanged. The x 65 comes to y, x 54 comes to y. So the value swapping in x and y locations only. So x equal to 65, y equal to 54. But after the control is transferred to the main function, that printf display ab. What is the value of ab? A is 54, b is 65. Because we swap the value between x and y only. So x location, y location, memory location is different from a location, b location. So ab is a formal arguments. AB is a formal argument, x are the actual arguments. AB are formal arguments, xy are actual arguments. So the changes of actual argument, if we change, this is a actual argument, because here it is a sending area is a actual argument. So it is a receiving area is a formal argument. So AB is actual argument xy is a formal argument. If transfer ab value to xy, so a value if we change the a value, b value, xy value is also changed, because a value is transferred to x, b value is transferred to y, but x value is not returned to x. So it is a one way. ab values are transferred to xy. xy value is not transferred to ab. xy values are not transferred to ab. So axial argument, this is a axial argument. The changes of axial argument, if we change the value in axial argument, it affect the formal argument, that is xy. ab is the actual argument, xy is a formal argument. If we change the values of actual argument, it affect the value of xy variable. But if we change in xy, it will not affect the ab, because here we swap the value, the x value and y value, we are swap the value. So after the swapping, it displays 6554, but the control transfer, it display ab value. The ab value is again same, that is 5465. It is not affect. So the changes of actual argument affect formal arguments, but the changes of formal arguments is not affect the actual argument. This is a call by reference, the same program, but here we pass the address. So previous program is a example for call by value. This is example for call by reference. So integer a equal to 54, b equal to 65. So this is a memory location. The addresses are same. It display. So 54, 65. Swap and a and b. Here we pass address of a, address of b. What is address of a? 200, 300. So it is integer variable. So the address of a, b are 200, 300. So it is an integer variable address. So all addresses are in integer form. But this address is a integer address. So here we put integer pointer variable. So a pointer variable can hold only, pointer variable can hold address of integer variable. Integer pointer variable can hold address of integer pointer variable. If we try to change the type at the time of accessing, it will give error. So that's why integer pointer variable, here we declare integer pointer variable. So the 200 is assigned to x location, but x is a pointer variable. The memory size is 2 bytes. It also has some address, that is 700, 701. Y is also a pointer variable. The size is 2 bytes. The address is 500, 501. It is just we assume that it may be anything. It's decided by compiler, it decided by operating system at the time of compilation. So just we assume this address is 700, this address is 500. Then that 200 is transferred, because it is a ampersand a, the address of a. 200 is transferred to x. X is a pointer variable, it can hold address. So b address is 300, y is a pointer variable, it will hold address. So after that, here we declare one ordinary variable, z equal to star x. Here star is a value at address. So star represent value at. So x, what is the x? X is 200. So we put star before the x. So value at 200. What is the value of 200 address? 200, 54. That 54 is assigned to z. Then star x equal to star y. What is x? X is 200. What is star x? That is value at 200. This location equal to star y. What is y? 300. Value at y, that is 365. That 65 is directly transferred to a. Then star y equal to z. Then that z value is directly transferred to b. So we can change the actual argument from the function, from the called function. We directly change it by using pointer application. So here we put z equal to star x. So that x value at x is 200, value at x is 54 is transferred to z. Then star x equal to, this is that location, star x, when x is 200, star x is this location, star y is 200, value at 300 is 65. That 65 is transferred here, then 54 is transferred to here. So after the process, what is the xy value? X is 200. Here we put star x star y. So value 200, that's 65. Value 300, it's 54. After the control is return to main function, then we print A, B. Now A, B values are changed. The A is 65, B is 65. So the changes of formal arguments is affect the actual argument through call by reference only. So by the application of pointer, we can change the actual argument value through formal arguments. In previous case, so call by value, just we pass the value only in previous program. So the formal if we change the formal arguments, it's not affect the actual argument. Actual argument only affect the formal argument. Formal argument is not affect the actual argument. This is a normal rule. If we apply the pointer variable, that is called by reference, so we can change the value of actual argument through formal argument. That is, if we change the value of formal argument, the actual arguments is affected by the help of pointer. So this is a call by reference function, call by reference. So there is another example for pointer applications. So here we apply the pointer, just call by value, call by reference. This is a call by value. So integer I, A, totally is 5 values. That is, we no need necessary to put the value at the time of initialization. Declaration and initialization both are in similar statement. It's not necessary. That is A of 5. It is not necessary because it's easily find the value at the time of compilation. Totally 5 values there. So it allocate 5 location. So each location 2 bytes, totally 10 bytes. The first 0th location 54, first 65, 33, 67, 22. So for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, it's rotate 5 times. So the I value is 0, 0 less than 5. The A of 0, what is A of 0? 54. That 54 is passed to show function. So it is integer value 54. So it is integer variable. So actual argument value is integer. So the formal argument variable should be integer. So that 54 is transferred to x. What will be print? What will be print? So it is print 54. Then the control is transfer. Then it call another function. Another it rotate the loop. I value is 1. A of 1. What is the value of A of 1? 65. 65 is transfer. It display, it control transfer, the loop continue, and then A of 2, 33, A of 4, 67, sorry, A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4, 22. Transfer A of 4, 22, display, then control transfer, then now I value is 5, 5 less than 5 condition false, it's come out the loop, then terminate the program. So this function, it pass element by element, that is array element by element, it's pass arrays value 1 by 1. So it rotate 5 times, it called 5 times, the show function called 5 times. But here we apply the pointer, we apply pointer, that is it is a call by value, we directly pass the array value, here we pass address of array only. So integer I of, that is it is a declaration and initialization. So just we assume the first address, base address of that array is 200, that is 200, it is a 202, 204, 206, 208. So for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, so it rotate 5 times. So here we change it, that is and A of I, here just we put A of I, it is a value, it is address. So first value of I is 0, so 0 less than 5 condition is true, it pass address of A of 0. What is address of A of 0? It is 54. So not 200. So the value of A of 0 is 54. The address of A of 0 is 200 as per our example. So it is 200. So the 200 it is transferred to formal arguments. So it is a address, integer address. So here we declare integer pointer variable, integer star x. So the 200 is transferred to x. X is a pointer variable, it can hold address of integer variable. So the 200 is stored as address, integer address. Here we print percentage is star x. What is x? X is 200. Star value 200. What is the value 254? It also display 54. Then it control is transferred to this loop, then I value is increased by 1, and now value of I is 1, it transfer and A of 1. That A of 1 is and A of 1 202. A of 1 the address of A of 1 is 202. The 202 is transferred to pointer variable x, then it display. That is value 202 star x. So now the new value of x is 202. Value at 202 65. So that 65 is print. Then the control is written. So then value is 2 and A of 2 204. The address of A02 is 204. Then it transfer, it get the value, it display. So it rotate 5 times. This is also rotate 5 times. The only difference between the two program is here we pass call by value. We pass element by element by value. Here we pass address but element by element. This also called 5 times in this program. So function called 5 times. So this program also so function called 5 times. But here only one difference is here it is a call by value. This one is a call by reference. Passing enter array to function. So we can pass all elements in a single function call. We can pass all element from main function by single function call. So this function main integer I star b, it is a one integer pointer variable. A of 5 location, it allocate 5 location because declaration and initialization. So it allocate 5 location, A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4. So b equal to and A of 0. So as per our already we assumed in previous example, the starting address is 200, 202, 204. So and A of 0 means 0th location, address of 0th location is 200. The 200 is assigned to b. We can also write like this, b equal to a, the both are equal. If you write b equal to a, it also assign the base address of b. So in array variable, if we simply note a, if we simply use a, it refer the base address of that array. So a in array, that a is equivalent to and A of 0. If we put and A of 0, it give the 0th location address. If we put a, it also give the 0th location address. That is base address. It is a starting address also called as base address of that array. So both are equal. We can put any one statement here. So for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Print of percentage d, b plus I, star of b plus I. B plus I. So first loop I value is 0 and b plus 0. What is the value of b? 200 as per our example. So 200. So 200 plus 0, 200. Star of b plus I. So 200 b plus, that is 200 plus 0, 200. Value 200, 54. It display 54, but here it display 200 because 200 plus 0, 200. So it is 200. It is value 200, 54. Then the loop continue. Value I is increased by 1. The new value of I is 1. 200 plus 1, 202. If we add 1 with address, it go to the next location. It is go to the next location. If we add a value with address, if we add value 1 with integer address, in this case the address is 200. If we add 200 plus 1, 202, because it is an integer address. B is an integer pointer, so it hold integer address. If we add 1 with integer address, the address is 200. 200 plus 1, 202. If the b is a float pointer variable, so it hold the address of float variable. So plus 1, it jump 4 bytes. If it is a double pointer variable, it jump 8 bytes. Here it is a integer pointer variable. 200 plus 1, 202, not 201. It is a normal value. If we add 1 with value, it's increased by 1. But we add 1 with the integer pointer variable, it increase with 2. So 200 plus 1, 202. Here star of 200 plus 1, 202, value 202, 200. It display 200, then value 202. It is 202. Then value 202, 65. then loop continue, I value is 2, 200 b is 200, b plus 200, b plus 2, b plus 2, 204, because it jumped 2 locations, b not 4, 204, b plus 2, so star of 204, so display 204, the value of 204, 33, and similar way 200 plus 3, 206, value 206, 67, then I value is 4, 204, address is 208, the value 208 is 22, then I is 5, the condition is false, it's come out the loop, it terminate the program. So this is a program for passing entire array to a function. So that is if we declare and initialize so of and a of 0, we can also write like so of a, because a is also refer the base address. So it is a pointer variable, it is a integer address, so here we declare integer point variable. So first 200 is transferred to x, then for 5 loops it rotate 5 times. So what is x? X is 200, 200 plus 0, 200, star of 200, value 200, it display 54, then it rotate. I value is 1, 200 plus 1, 202, value 202, 65, it rotate. 200 plus 2, 204, it display 33, then it rotate. 200 plus 3, 206, 67, then it continue 4, 200 plus 4, 208, value 208, 200, and 22. So display, then the I value is 5, the condition is false, it's come out. In this case, we pass only one, the function call only one time. So function call only one time, we pass starting address. So it increase by 1, we will access all value from that location. So this example is passing entire array to a function. This is possible only call by reference. It is also one of the application of pointer. Function return. Now we discuss about the function return. Function return only one value at a time. Function can return only one value at a time. Just we put return of one value or one variable. It may be anything. Return of a or return of 3 or return of 4.5. It may be anything. But it is a single constant or single variable. That is one operand. Return of a or return of 5 or return of float value. We cannot able to give return of a comma b. It is invalid one. Return of a comma b is invalid one. So we put only one value. So we can return only one value from function. So if we want to return a value, we use return statement here. But main integer I equal to 0, I equal to so, we call so function, no arguments, the function without argument, it called so function, it is just a display hello, then control is transferred to here. So basically the type of function is, the default type of function is integer. If we declare without declaration, so if without declare function, so it assumes as integer only. So that is a default prototype of function. So but here we not put any return statement, the control is transfer, but return one unpredictable value. If you put return statement, return of 5, it return 5 only. If we don't put any return, it also return the control. Return statement is also return the control, but just we put return semicolon, it return control only. If you return of 5, it control 5. So the closing brace also the control is written here, but it is basically it is a integer type function. The default it is a integer type function because we didn't declare the function. So we not declare the function. So it is a integer type function. So it return one garbage value. Unpredictable value is also called as garbage value. So any of the value, it will return any one integer value because it is an integer type. So that value is assigned to I. Then here we printf. So it display 345. It may be any value. It's not predictable. It is an unpredictable one. If we want to return, we don't want to return any value from that function, just we declare as void. Void so. It is a function declaration. Before calling, we declare it. That is void so. So function is not return anyone. So here at the time of definition, we put void. So here integer I equal to 0, I equal to so. So it called the so function, it print hello, it return, it no return anything, it will not return any value. It will not return any value. So the I value, what is it? I value is 0. So no value is written by so function. So remain I value is 0. Here it written on garbage value. So it is override 0. So function return garbage value. That value is assigned to I. The already existing value overwritten. Here no value is written here. So the I value is it's not override. No value is written. So I value again it is 0. 0 only. It is initialized value. So then it print up 0. So through this program we can easily find out. Without declaration, it assume as integer. We not return any value, but the time of control return that function control. So it return one garbage value. So that's why that garbage value override the value of I. So value of I is 0. So it's override. So that garbage value displayed after function call. But after function call, it display only 0 because it will not return anything. If we know need to return any value, so just we declare as void function. The next one is a recursive function. Recursive function is function calls themselves. Functions call themselves. So the same function call them. So this is a recursive function. So if the bike mechanic function for in our human real human life example, so function is one of the function, tractor is one of the function. Already we discussed that. So if tractor function is suffer by fever, he take medicine. So he call themselves. Bike mechanic, if bike mechanic's bike has some trouble, he repair it. So because he call themselves, he call them. So this is a recursive function. So a function call themselves. This is a recursive function. It is an example program. Integer fact comma n print of value. Scan a percentage d and n. So we get one value. If for example, if we give 3, that 3 values assigned to n. The value of n is 3. Then we call a function fact call. That is 3. This is a fact call. This is 3. So that 3 is transferred to x. It is a actual argument. This one is a formal argument. X is a formal argument. Now the value is 3. So integer f is a local variable. Integer x equal to 1. What is the value of x? X is 3. 3 equal to 1, condition false. The else portion execute. The else portion is execute. F equal to x star fact call of x minus 1. So within fact call function, we call them. So this is a recursive function. Within fact call function, we call them. So this is recursive function. So x value is 3 into fact call of 3 minus 1. So it get one copy of that function. So for example, so the n values transfer to x. The value is 3. F is a local variable. So x equal to 1, 3 equal to 1, condition is false. It executed. The value of x is 3. X value is 3 into fact call of x minus 1. Here value is 2. Fact call of 2. So it take another copy from that function. It take another copy. The fact call take another copy. This is another copy. So then it transfer 3 minus 2 means 2. So this x is a next copy variable. So this x the first copy variable memory locations is different from this. So this x is a different memory locations. So that location has 2. Then f, this is also a different locations. X equal to 1, 2 equal to 1. The value is x, 2 equal to 1, condition is false. So here x value is 2 into fact call of 2 minus 1, 1. So that 1 is transferred to, it take another copy of fact call function. It transfer value 1 as argument. That 1 is assigned to that x. This x has a own memory location. This x has own memory. This is also own memory. This is also own memory. These are different locations. So it accesses different locations. This location it assign only 1. So f, x equal to 1. The condition is true. The value of x is 1. 1 equal to 1. Condition is true. It return 1. So it return value 1. So this is a calling area. So the return the control also transfer to the that calling area. So this function called from this area. So the control auto transfer to this area. So what is the value return? Return is 1. It return 1. So 2 star 1, f equal to 2 star 1. 2 star 1 is 2. That 2 is assigned to f. The value of f is 2. Then execute the next statement. Return of f. F value is 2. So it return 2. So it's return to the called area. So which one is a called area? This is a called area, because we calling this function, this copy from this area. So it return 2 f value, that is 2 to this area. So here it 2. So already x is 3. In this copy x is 3. 3 into 2, 6. So f value is 6. So it returned that 6. So it transferred the called area. This one is the calling area for this copy. So it return here. Return here. This is the calling area. This is the calling area. Return here. So 6. That 6 is assigned to fact. Display 6. This is a recursive function. If we give value 5, so it take 5 copies. First it pass 5. Then that copy call another copy. Pass 4. Then that copy call another copy. It pass 3. So then pass 2. Then pass 1. Then return the 5th copy to 4th copy. The 4th copy of function is return the value to 3rd. The 3rd one return to 2. 2 is written to first. The first is written to main. So this is a recursive function. So without we can write all kind of, we can solve all kind of problem without using recursive function. Recursive function is reduce the number of lines only. So without the no specific problem is there it is only solving by recursive function. It is not a special concept. So if we want to develop a program, so we can without develop the recursive function, but the number of lines may be increased. But we can write the program by using other statement, that is for statement, while, do while, and like that. So by using recursive function, we can reduce the line. It reduces the compilation and execution time. So the performance of program may be increased.